Strap in. This will be a good one. 2-1 loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They will run for the first time here with White, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. White running to the left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Hey, report. Report. Turn up. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, go right here. Switch.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. What are ready? Check. Crunch. Middle. Tight dog. Sponge. No. Check.
They go play action now. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Check 26, 25.
They'll run on first down. It's White, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3.
Nothing here! Nothing here!
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here we go! Here we go. Hey, can. Hey, can.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to go score.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 8.
Don't mess it up.
Go deep. Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep.
Go ahead.
Right. He's tight right here.
Hey, report.
Alert 3.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jam, kill, kill, kill.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right, and he wisely.
They're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. No. Off. Watch twist. Watch twist. Shift. Watch the shift.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Pick the edge. Come. Hey. Bang. Oh.
Shift.
Under 10.
Jackson
He's coming.
escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Finish it up.
I'm trying to collect.
Back. Report.
Check 3.
To throw is Jackson.
Check 6 guys. Wide.
Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Jackson will throw again.
Number 53. Line 53.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 180.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
180. 11.
Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. He gets it complete to Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Here we go.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cordero Patterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
13.
Check safety. He's coming.
Let him go.
Double up.
You.
He's coming, double up.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6, eluding the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Burrow on play action. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Hey, check. 3 now, 3. Hey. Big edge.
Sit out.
Shift.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's great. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
change it.
Play action. Now Jackson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And Washington has once again taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here we go. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
11. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. Touchdown, Saints. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have answered back with a third quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Jackson on 1st down. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's White, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. 3 buzz. 3 buzz. Rush in. Rush in.
Second down and goal. Jackson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Burrow flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. This is caught by Williams. He finds some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw going into the hands of Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Burrow's throw complete here to Ayuk. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They go play action with Burrow. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jacob Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll run on first down. It's White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
He's checking crack. Check. Check hot route.
Now Jackson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. He completes it right side to White. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Watch the twist. Slam. Report. Check 3. Jam Jam him. Jam, jam.
Hey, middle. Let's go.
Mike 35.
Sit hard.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing now is Jackson. Being chased out left. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Kill.
13.
Watch twist.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Second and short now following the fumble.
180.
I know he ain't got it.
Shift. You. Hey, Ozzy. Sit hard.
Pick the edge. Come. Bang.
Hey.
Bang.
Shift.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Listen up.
He's coming. We got double up. Back.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Now Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action